In a potential NBA Finals preview in June, just over a month before the NBA playoffs began, the Lakers played the Celtics. The game's theme was respectful hatred.
I think there is a respectful hatred that you can have for your opponent.
You call that? You didn't call that. You call that?
This is a complete breakdown of this incredible game and the fascinating tactics that led to that fourth quarter climax. LeBron was excited for this game, but the Lakers were missing Jackson Hayes, who was out for this one with a right knee contusion. So the game was completely bipolar. The third quarter was terrible for one team, and the fourth quarter was peak basketball.
Vanderbilt gets his first start of the season after center position going small.
AP was also out for Boston, but Drew was back in the lineup. Boston started the game completely disrespecting the Lakers shooters, which LeBron punished with a skip pass.
Down the three. We talked about Finney Smith's acquisition back in December, a big pickup for the Lakers.
Boston's clear plan from the start was to double off of Dorian Finney-Smith on Luka's own drives.
Not one. So off the dribble that Jayson Tatum just shot over Luka, that's okay. Another wide open shot.
Luka actually saw daylight, only when Jaylen Brown didn't go over the screen to double.
Gotcha. From way down south, he has to stare at somebody from the sideline, which he likes to do.
On the other hand, LA was doing a great job of creating advantages with a drive and kick and manipulating the recovering defense with quick passes after getting the small on big switch.
Guys miss significant gains. James, high speed inside of Vanderbilt. Great ball movement.
LeBron's quick passes, in particular, were successfully keeping Boston off balance.
And he's been aggressive for his shot, this time off the bounce. And a timeout call by Joe Mazzulla.
The Lakers began by switching and swarming Jaylen Brown's off-ball actions defensively,
Smith comes out with it, gets it to Reed,
which started to pay off. But Vanderbilt's lack of preparation on the baseline out of bounds led to Boston's first score, which was a result of lapses.
Jaylen Brown. His first jumper is good.
Reeves had no problem committing elder abuse in 4-4K, while the Celtics were targeting Luka on one end, and the Lakers were targeting Horford on the other.
Reeves knocks that one down. Red hot. The Lakers starting off 4 of 7 from 3.
However, credit where credit is due. I was doing a fantastic job of contesting well on most of these ISOs in space rather than giving into disadvantageous cross matches in the early offensive phase. LA's strategy was to peel switch out of those ISOs.
Horford down low against Vanderbilt using his left hand well off.
Mazzulla had no trouble maintaining single coverage on the ball, even when LeBron mismatched. With some backside help, of course, because he wanted the Lakers to shoot tough contested mid-range jumpers.
Trying to stop James. Blocked by White. James gets it back. Second effort's good.
If that's going to be a consistent matchup, as good as Derek White is defensively, that's a size differential that could be problematic.
Similarly, the Celtics' two wings were after Reeves when it came to post-ups.
Tatum, quick spin and finish.
And since the Sea are the most frequent three-point shooters, JJ was fine giving up early twos rather than wide-open catch-and-shoot threes. However, because the Lakers had such limited offensive rebounds off of misses, they ended up making exactly the kind of shots that you do not want to give up to Boston.
Keeps it alive to White. Finds Tatum. Plenty of room. That one goes down.
Gabe Vincent's overzealous assistance with the jumbled Celtics possessions resulted in an even worse disaster.
Beat inside. Horford couldn't locate it. Brown gets a good wide open look. Jaylen Brown.
With no timeout called, JJ was furious, and the same error continued on the court.
That's their third three-pointer. Both teams have hit through early on. And there is a level of disgust from JJ's face.
JJ, on the other hand, had seen enough timeout by this Luka turnover.
Guarded space all night.
Tatum gets it in the corner. Derek White with that quick release. How about these two teams right now? They're 8 for 13 from three-point range.
The Celtics' row persisted despite the officials allowing them play.
Brown now bounce pass and the finish from Horford. Timeout Lakers.
And with the momentum now in their favor, Tatum began acting like Tatum.
Hangs on to that pivot foot stolen by Horford. Here comes Brown. Jaylen Brown goes up, lays it up and in.
After the first, a 33-33 tie game, you would think that the Lakers would do a better job of tracking shooters into the second, but LeBron's court mapping was on full display, and Boston's defense continued to chop wood and carry water, every screen triggered an auto switch, suffocating LA's driving lanes and forcing them into late clock situations.
Back up top. Tatum's long three-pointer. That's good.
JJ's frustration could be seen on his face.
Shot clock winding down. Hauser, good defense. And Reeves just gets it off in time. And a 23-second violation.
Drew disappeared under the screen, and Reeves lit him up.
I think he's wondering what his team is doing. How about a lip reader? But there was something along those lines, Michael.
However, regardless of whether Drew scored or not, he continued to exert exhausting ball pressure.
Reeves not suspecting a shot. That one was perfect. Reeves knocks that one down.
Mismatched with Tatum, which Goodwin had to defend on his own. La, on the other side, was playing to the chaos, converting failed plays into pots of gold.
Leans in. Foul line jumper high. Arcing shot. Beauty from Tatum. He's got 15.
There was something physically wrong with Luka when he checked back into the game.
While on his back, James counted out a foul. Austin Reeves on his back, grabs the offensive board, setting up a three-point play.
As they kept dictating at the rim, Boston showed no sympathy.
Back on the floor. His gait looks a little bit off. He's standing in the corner with his hands on the bottom of his shorts. Let's see how he starts to move here again.
Vandy was battling for boards among the trees with skill, and his efforts were paying off.
Spin against James, flips it up, shot won't go, but a foul. It's going to be 2 fouls.
LA's offense was able to keep up with Boston's pace while the ball was moving.
That looks good.
After Harden had been prepared using his unique recipe,
Then he snakes the James. Foul by Holiday.
Luka immediately returned to the kitchen and served Jaylen Brown the same dish.
Harden's been really good at that his entire career. Gets a little of his own medicine.
However, as the saying goes, karma.
Get it off. Leans in, draws the foul.
This was a full-scale war, a possession-by-possession survival struggle, in which White was the sole casualty.
Brown not just took a shot. The record for most threes off the bench in a single season. Brown with the steal. Brown goes up and down it goes.
He then became the Avenger.
Back to the rim. Lost the ball, picked up by Vanderbilt.
And